All right, ahead of tomorrow's primary election, Graham Platner is looking to shore up support for his Senate campaign following a string of controversies. The embattled Democrat from Maine held a town hall-style event in Portland last night. Platner appeared to get emotional after a woman presented him with a card. She said it featured signatures of supporters from her town.
On behalf of my wife, Amy, and I, thank you. This is a pretty hard thing to go through, to be entirely honest. And the only thing that really makes it bearable is going around the state of Maine and having as much support as we've gotten from people in our community and from people all over the state. So thank you all very, very much.
Of course, Platner is facing allegations of inappropriate behavior towards women he dated, including one claim that he was physically abusive. He has acknowledged sending sexually explicit text messages to multiple women shortly after marrying his wife. CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns is in Portland, Maine, and joins us now to talk about it. So, Caitlin, it strikes me that that the voters in Maine are not disregarding Platner's and these allegations of sexual abuse, but the fact that he has come clean and rather than trying to double down and to suggest that they never happened, to suggest that it's part of the fake news media or that it's political opposition that is dredging these up, he's sort of asked the voters to grant him some grace in the wake of these allegations. And I suspect that if you look at the video we just saw, that a lot of those voters are doing just that.
Hey, Vlad. Yeah, you know, this race is so interesting in so many ways. On one hand, it's really testing the Democratic Party's tolerance for misconduct, and you're seeing that still a lot of high-profile lawmakers are continuing to stand by Platner despite all of these controversies. And the voters, the Democratic voters, by and large here are too. It was so notable last night at this town hall, Vlad, because voters had a chance to ask Platner directly about these various controversies, everything from the affairs to the past misconduct allegations outlined in the New York Times to the controversy over the tattoo that resembled a Nazi symbol and all of the controversies in terms of his Reddit posts and the like. Nobody asked him about it, Vlad. It was remarkable. No voter asked him about any of those controversies. Instead, they were focused on economic issues, the Supreme Court, the larger picture of the makeup of the Senate. And lots of voters I talked to said that that's what they have on their mind, that they want a Democrat to win this seat. Take a listen to a sampling of what we heard from Platner supporters.
I guess he's kind of scaring the establishment on both sides, and I feel like I like his honesty. I'm ready for a change.
He's not perfect. I don't think there's any perfect candidate, but I think he's really captured something in his approach and what he thinks is important that people share.
So the campaign is just full steam ahead here. They are expecting to win tomorrow's primary and expecting Platner to become the Democratic nominee. Now, Janet Mills, his former Democratic opponent, who is the current governor of the state, is still on the ballot tomorrow, and she is reminding people of that. So that'll be something to watch tomorrow for sure. But Platner plans on becoming the nominee and taking out on Susan Collins. And as he described last night, he believes that he can flip this seat. We'll see if there are further controversies to come out.
We will see.
Yep. Caitlin, always great to have you. We'll talk to you obviously tomorrow when we know the results of that primary. Appreciate it.